hate this town, it's so washed up.
In this episode, we are going to be setting up the ultimate touring setup. Massive thank you to Outback Tourer for jumping on board with the channel. Oh, hello. Welcome to my Taj Mahal delivery day, Outback Tourer. So we've got a tent. We're going to open it shortly. There's a solar panel up here, and there's also a big awning. Now, I said that I wanted this to be a super tourer, and as you can see, I've got my little system here to get this off. The awning I can actually mount to the tent. It is the one that Outback Tourer says you're allowed to mount the awning to the tent. So that is why I got that one. So then I can just literally have a 4-point system and just the whole thing comes off in one hit when I want to do some wheeling. But then when I want to go somewhere in comfort, like I'm going to on the weekend to test this out, this here will be on this car.
Where are you heading?
Where am I heading? URC, Molong. Everyone will have a good review after the weekend because it'll probably be cold and it may be a little wet because it's very wet this week. Hopefully, I'll let this one go. It doesn't want to do a fucking kickflip. Maybe sketchy, maybe good, you never know. You'll find out.
You need to put it here.
Oh yeah, that one's one too forward, fuck. Damn it. Alright.
Try that again.
Yep. Thinking that it's not tall and it's not high enough. The only way to get it higher is by taking the awning off the top. Just the box. We did it. That, my friend, is how it's done. 200 watt black 20mm square glass solar panel. We ready for this? Just going to do some opening of these beautiful boxes. What you doing, Josh?
I'm trying to look at the outside first.
Yeah, well, you gotta wait till I open it.
Wow.
Look at it. Oh, look at it, Millie.
Wow!
Wow!
Awning!
We've got a piece of repair.
Can I hold it?
You can hold it, don't lose it.
Okay.
Oh, this is a nice bag. Ooh. Little pocket that looks like it sleeves in somewhere. That's cool. Oh, look at it. Look at it.
It's a big and strong.
It is big and strong.
Dad, look! It's a map! Down to this, and next
Look at it.
this box.
Look at it.
Wow.
Lovely. It's a 270-degree awning. Can't remember if we got the D-shaped cutout zip line or we didn't. I don't know. But we'll find out. We will find out when we get to the installation process. Perfect day for it to be out on the car. It's raining.
So beautiful.
Can go there.
It's like pretty high.
Wait, get that off your head.
No, you can't do that when you press yourself.
They actually send you spanners and Allen keys and everything. This one is a ratchet spanner. So if you're in the market for a ratchet spanner, just go buy a 270-degree awning and you'll get one. All right, let's open up this, get this solar panel off.
Can we open them now?
Now Dad's gonna open this one.
Oh, that's just going this way. That
Move your fingers. Ah, smart. They put it upside down. Look at that. Hey, no. Oh. That's a flash solar panel. It is from Rome Gear. In case you didn't know, Australian made.
Like this, guys?
Like this, guys?
Like this.
All right, how
Ooh.
do we open this? Oh, just like that. Oh.
I put on my bag.
Oh. Hey, excuse me, Millie.
Huh?
You want to help open this one?
Yeah.
We got the big one. You got it, Millie?
Yep.
So we also got some fresh little patches. We're going to start our nice little patch collection and some cool little stickers too. I like this one. I also like the colour. I like the colour on that, but the idea that Gemma has in mind with stickers, white ones. I need white stickers.
Looks clean.
Can you help me put this stuff on the bench?
Yes.
Alright, put him up over there. We got some brackets. And we have all our other fitting brackets, nuts, bolts, everything we need is in the box.
Don't cut the tape.
No, it's all wrapped up again under this. They've really, really, really wrapped it up.
Wow.
Hinge here, hinge there. Haha! Look at that. That's Flash. Oh, this mattress. Good night, Millie.
So much room. I like this tent, Mom.
It's a nice tent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's heaps of room in here.
Look, this is down.
Yeah, you got the roof and you got a little head window. All right, well, now that I've assessed the inside of the tent and I opened it because I can't help myself, I'm gonna go get some steel and make up a rack for the back of the patrol to suit the front headboard so I can mount this thing. Then I can use it properly.
Right now.
Right now.
Let's go.
Right now. All right. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. All right, let's do up a quick little measurement on what I need here. First bend 300, top of that's 920, so we'll call a meter. We'll go a meter each side. Meter that side, and then across the top we need 1640, so we'll just get another. The metal shop I go to have pre-cut lengths at 2 meters, so I'm just going to grab 2 at 2 meters. That should be enough. At the back here, I've already got 2 bolts either side, or I've got 3 technically, but 2 here. And in between them, I've got 73-ish mil. So that front one's a 50 by 75. What I'm thinking is this back one, I'll just do a 50 by 50 for now. So that way it is same thickness as that. It's going to be a temporary one because once after this weekend, I will be pulling the car off the road and doing full bar work, paint, tray, sliders, absolutely everything. This weekend at Molong at URC, I'm just testing the tent and the awning out and I'm keen to use it. But once we get back from this, the car's going off the road and I'm going to start making it my own. Radio, we are back from the steel shop now. I got 2 2-meter lengths, 50 by 50 painted RHS. And it is 3 mil thick. I've got some more down there, but it's just a piece I have here at the moment. Hopefully I should get the feed out of that. That's some 6 mil plate, 150, and at the same steel shop you can buy them in a meter length. So I normally just buy a meter length and then use it and make up and cut up all my brackets and stuff. Yeah, I keep it under my workbench in case of things like this where it comes up. Total cost me $99.06. So literally $100 and I'm building a back rack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make it the same dimensions as the front one. So I will take into account the step in the floor on how much I need to come up to my first bend, and then I'm going to go work out. I'm going to get a bevel to get the right angle on the next piece, and then I'll pie cut it and just bend it so it's still got a solid surface on the outside, and then it's got like a proper weld on the inside. I'll polish them all back. And then the top piece I was going to do out of its own individual piece. So once I work out the beveled edges, and then I'm going to actually put the top piece in later. And then with more 6 mil that I got down there, I can plate the corners if I need to create a bit more strength, and so it doesn't rock back and forwards. I might do it at the bottom at the foot as well, where I weld it to the foot that is going to bolt down. I might make like a little gusset on each side to sort of stop the rack doing that. Let's rip in and start building this dog. Rightio, I got my bevel here. All it is you'll just loosen it, the little lock nut, and you create it to the angle that you want. So I'm going to go stick this on the headboard and find what the angle of the cut needs to be, tighten it up, and then what I can do is measure up to that and then mark that line and see how much I have to cut out to bend it. Just here, I need to go down 25 mil, I believe. Best way to going to be able to do this is put something flat on top of it and measure to the bottom of the flat See, it is 23 mil. All right, so I need 23 mil up. So it is 300 to that cut. Now we'll put this on here and we find out that the angle of the cut is about that. So that's 300 plus 23 mil means I need to come up 323 mil. Let me just get a texter. I'm going to draw it all up on here, write my measurements with bends and stuff, and then that way I can close this door because it is freezing. It is cold. This plate, perfect size for how far the bolts are away on the tray already. So I'm just going to cut strips out of it, and that will be how it bolts to the tray through 2 bolt systems there. I've got all my measurements now on my little cardboard. I'm going to start by doing the bottom one and mocking it up with my little cut angle, and then we're good to just filling this out, making it. So let's get boogieing. Ooh. Ooh. Something I didn't take into account, which I'm going to write on my cardboard now, minus 6 mil for the plate. Otherwise I'm going to be 6 mil too high. Lucky I thought about it. Or do I make it? Nah, I've already got 2 bolt holes there. Perfect, let's do it. I've already made one end or bottom, so I'm going to go do it again and I'll show you what I did and how I did it. So 300, I'm going to make it on the same side, this side. 323 minus 6 mil becomes 317 millimeters. So then this edge was my square edge, because that is where I want the fold line. And then we get our bevel that we took out there and got the angle of the cut. We go from the square line and you do it both ways. And then you square them across, and that should meet up where they do on the other side. Should meet back up with the square line on the front face. Perfecto. And then that means I can now go out and use that bevel for the next angle, which is up the top here. We got that cut now. If we pull it up, that is the correct angle on what that one is out there. Now what I'm going to do is, from my outside line, my measurement was 625. I'm going to measure up 625, and I just went out the front and I used my bevel again, sliding bevel, to get the correct angle. I'm going to go 625, put it on, mark it, cut it, mark it, cut it. Then my 2 side pieces done. Then I'm going to cut my top piece, which I had 1543 minus 100 out of this one with that angle on each end. Sit it on this level concrete and just tack it together, stand it up on the car. Easy way to also make sure you get these measurements correct. On your tape measure, lock it in, find the 100 mil mark, put the 100 mil mark on your square line that you did before, and then just add 100 mil to your measurement. So 625 now becomes 725. And you do the same on this end. So then you know they're the exact same. 725 right there. And to minimize wastage, we were left with 112 mil. Good work. That's all we got left. Now that we did that corner, it's just got 2 tacks on it. I'm just going to tack this together with 2 tacks, so that way it's easy to grind and change and work out everything I need. Let's see, if I need to I can modify it. Pretty close. So I just need to put some plate down and then tack weld it to the plate. So now that we have got our feet cut, so I'll go square them up now, get them all looking good, and created some nice little X's for everything to be drilled out. Well, as you can see, it's on the car now. I was going to put a triangle gusset down in here and triangulate it back, so then that way it had like a surface there and a weld that I could weld down there to help the rigidity back and forth. But since it is bolted, it moves like 10 mil maybe. So I don't think I'm gonna put that little triangle piece in. One, it's extra work. Two, this is going to get deleted when I build a new tray, so I don't really need to go above and beyond. I was just going to do it for strength because I thought it was going to wobble heaps, but there's heaps of strength in that, which is good. So yeah, once the tent obviously goes on and ties into the front one, then they're going to tie together anyway. So what I need to do now is unbolt it. I've just welded it on here so it's all rigid and stuck together where it needs to. I'm going to let it cool down. I'll unbolt it, take it off and polish all the welds, and then that way I can put it back on. I'll see how much paint I got. I got some enamel, some black zinc, like I got a few different bits and pieces of paint there. Get it off, polish the welds. I'm not going to bother filming it because it'll take me a little while to polish the welds. Alright, you can see the rack is on now. Gemma had to help me put it on. Thank you for painting it, Gemma. Beautiful job. I didn't have to touch up much. Now I'm just making sure that the bolts are nice and tight, and then I'm going to lift up the tent up in the ceiling, just hovering just up there like that, and then I'm going to roll on back in, and then I can do all the bracketry on the bottom to work it all out. I haven't even looked at any of that yet because I haven't got the chance to lift the tent, and I'm going to mow long potentially tomorrow night. So we like to live life on the edge around here. That's rock solid. Hardly even moves. That's a well-built rack. Well built by yours truly, King Crane. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, I got some ideas. Man. So we had a dilemma. We measured it and the car wasn't going to fit out of the roller door. So if Gemma just pans down and looks how bagged out that tyre is, have a look how bagged that tyre is. Yep. So I aired my tyres down so that way I'll fit, and now we're looking like we've got about 50mm clearance. We're looking Mickey Mouse. Perfect. Oh, and the rack. We had to also move the rack forward because the rails weren't long enough on the bottom of the tent, so I just drilled and put in another rib nut in the back of the tray. But now we know when I build the next tray how close it needs to be. Also, I actually kind of like the look of this tent on the car. It suits the shape real nice. Oh no, something hit. Oh god damn, it's the rack. How's it look? That's mad. Look at that. Mounted already. Bolts are tight. That's why they give you the ratchet spanner, because it's nice and tight in there. So ratchet spanner you kind of need. But now that it's mounted, I think it took me like half an hour to mount that up by myself. I got Gemma to help me lift it up and on, and then I just done all the bolts up myself. Now that it's mounted, I can pack my car and head to URC, mow long, and test this stuff out. Quite literally the same day testing. Check that out. Let's get this solar panel mounted up to my rooftop tent now. I'm gonna say positive. Oh, look at that, they're even marked. Positive, negative. I went and took the little solar panel mount systems off the tent so I can bolt this on. This one is driver's side, which is where I want my power, so it's gonna go like that. I'm gonna bolt it all together like this. Once I can access it all from here, then go and just chuck this back on the tent, and at least that way it's nice and easy for me to do then. I don't have to stick my fingers up in this tiny little hole trying to get my hand in there to tighten bolts. Just way easier this way. And from J-Car, I went and brought a Anderson to Anderson solar plug. I've just got to cut this one, put an Anderson plug on this, and then run it down and literally just plug it in, and I have solar. My battery will stop dying when I don't use the car, which is great because I won't have to worry about it, and I can leave my fridge on 24/7. So it doesn't go moldy, because it always seems to go moldy. So I've got my Anderson plug, and then I've got some braided self-closing wrap, I think it is. So I've taken off the other end, I took the Anderson plug off so I can feed it through. I'm just trying to work out where I want to route this with my solar panel wiring up there. So I sort of need to plug this in, bolt the solar panel back on, lift the tent up to make sure I've got enough room for when the tent opens, because this top end over here opens up a couple 100mm to 200-300mm roughly. I need it to actually be able to spring up that far without having any problems without disconnecting itself. So I'm gonna go plug this in and fiddle around with it. Hopefully I don't fall off here. I fell off the other day. I was putting the tent back on and decided to have a stack. It hurt. We're all bolted back up now. Let me just get rid of some of these tree branches. Playing games over here. Oh man, save the trees! So, I'm gonna open this up all the way, just to see how far I need to have the cable stretched out for my solar panel. This is exactly why we check, because it's got that much. Let's close this bad boy up and see if that fouls. Get in there. Hopefully this is a one and done situation. So it's under there enough so that way when it opens it just pulls that out, and then when I pack it up I just shove it in like that and just have just that little bit of cord. That can go over like that. Gonna have to get some more of this braided line. So for time being it's going to go like this, and when I build my new tray in not very long time I'm gonna P-clamp and run all this way more secret. From Kinsella's Customs, I got some a while ago. I have little tabs that you can weld on that are zip tie tabs, so I'll weld them on so I can zip tie everything nicely and neatly, but I don't want the cables running on like the exterior line of the tray. My new one, because it'll have an X through it, I'll be able to run the cabling down the X to the middle and then down the middle and across, rather than down this exterior so you can't really see it all. Be way neater, way nicer, way better, dude. So we find our two positive and negative for our solar, and we plug them in to the correct side on the little brackets. And then on our DC-DC charger, because it has solar on it, we just plug that straight in to the solar output, solar input. So we just go, that's it. Beautiful. Solar's done, tent is fully done. We are ready to literally set up camp somewhere for 2 weeks and it can just power itself. I've got a Taj Mahal, I've got an awning. It's a house on wheels. All thanks to Outback Tourer. Keen to get out and use it some more. And then I'm gonna actually keen to use it out with the kids. I'm gonna do a heap of little touring stuff with the kids so we can put the kids up in there and be comfy as. The only other thing I do need to set up, on the bottom of the tent, it actually does have an Anderson plug. That Anderson plug on the bottom of the tent is so you can have permanent power to the lights and everything up in the tent. All I've been doing at the moment is it's a USB, so I've just been using my power bank like a jump starter pack and just plugging into that, because you can use that for power. Hope you guys have enjoyed that video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.